Morning, everybody. Day one, vlog one. Getting hired from a company called MPI Productions. They hire me time to dime, do video work, every now and then some photo. Got a 7200, 100, 400 in here, some extra little goodies, a couple other lenses, quick little rig setup ready to go. A7S3, and I got a Sony A7 IV in the backpack as well. Actually, roll this up front. I've been shooting as a photo and video freelancer for roughly 7 to 8 years. I've been hired from multiple companies as the main shooter as well as a second and even third shooter. I started this vlog journey because of David Moorfield from Moorfield Visuals. He has repeated time and time again in some of his vlogs to start creating these, not only for memories but also as a timeline of the growth of my career path. If somehow these vlogs lend me just one job outside of my little community, that in itself will make these worth it. I'm going to try and take the same route that David does and use my iPhone as it's simple, and my phone is always with me. I don't know about this whole iMovie setup like David uses, but he says this should be easy, fun, and simple to create. So here we go. Alright, so we've arrived a few minutes early. We're here at the Cape Canaveral Convention Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. Gonna take a little walk around inside, scope the place out, and see what we're working with today. So we have Dalton and JD from MPI in here setting up. On deck, we got 5 cameras total. 1 Sony R4, 3 Sony A7S IIIs, and a Sony A7 IV. Today's job is a live shoot involving a switchboard, 1 live A7S III on a gimbal, and then we'll have my handheld A7S III for crowd shots for a video recap that will be sent to the client afterwards. My job today is essentially to capture the same shots for each speaker, them walking onto the stage and being introduced, them speaking, crowd reaction shots, and then the speaker exiting for individual shots that can be added into the main recap edit from all of the live footage that is shot previously throughout the day. This will be the location that everyone will break for lunch, including the audience. This is pretty much a little calm before the storm. If you're not familiar with what a TEDx event is, a TEDx event is a local gathering where live TED-like talks and performances are shared with the community. TEDx events are fully planned and coordinated independently on a community-by-community basis. The content and design of each TEDx event is unique and developed independently, but all of them have features in common. This would be a quick little time lapse of one segment, and this is essentially right before everyone went to break. During the lunch break, it was my job to get shots of the guests interacting with some of the live performances, interactions between guests with guests and guests with speakers from the TED Talk event. I also captured some B-roll footage of this absolutely lovely band and a local artist creating this mind-blowing space-themed collage-style masterpiece. This was a bunch of hand-picked clippings from magazines placed together to create what you are seeing here. At the end of each segment, it was important to capture a wider shot with the crowd set as the foreground, clapping as the speaker finished the speech while keeping him as my main focus point. This shot was used for every speaker and was then later used for the full-length recap if necessary. Alright, so the show is over and all that's left is the breakdown and handing over of my footage. I only had 2 cameras in use, so my breakdown was pretty quick. I transferred all my footage while breaking down my gear and everything was set. Now I get to head home and be finished for the day. When I get home, I'll unpack and get everything charged as I could be contracted out that night for a shoot the following morning. Having all my gear charged up and ready to go can make or break a last-minute deal. I always try having my gear prepped and ready to roll for the following morning.